I have. I mean, the stories that I was going to read last week that we didn't get to, they're kind of irrelevant now.
Yeah, that was my. I mean,
they're not irrelevant because it's still kind of interesting, but it was about those monoliths that like popped up in Utah.
Yeah, have they figured anything out about that?
It was an artist. Well, it was an artist's
like a project.
An artist that died. Like he made those like stuff like that. But the one that popped up in California, the police literally patrolled that area quite frequently, and like it wasn't there, and then all of a sudden it was there. So it's not like
I feel like someone was just really sneaky though.
It's not like it was there the whole time. But and then the one in Utah disappeared. It's gone.
I feel like,
but there's no like tire tracks leaving from the area or anything. Like I don't know how it's gone.
Yeah, I mean, but that's something that you can cover up quickly. I mean, just driving away and then just going like behind you.
You're gonna do that for it's in the middle of a desert, bro. There's sand.
No, okay, in the middle of a desert, then you have to think how easy it is for the sand to be shifted.
Not in that area. It was in a cavern. Like
okay, I don't know. I don't know the area.
I mean, from what I saw, there's a lot of brushing you're gonna have to do while sitting in the back of a truck.
I will say the second that I saw the story when it first came out, the first thing I thought was that like people are pulling a really good like, I wouldn't say prank, but probably just an artistic project.
Yeah.
Or something to just get people talking.
No, it's
and I was
aliens.
like, they're doing really good at it, but then everyone's just like, aliens. I'm like, if they're alien artifacts, they wouldn't look like just welded sheet metal. Because some of those literally just look like...
That did not look like welded sheet metal. Did
Did
you see them?
The one I saw that was buried, like kind of buried in the ground, kind of just looked like 3 pieces of sheet metal that was like really cleanly welded.
No, the one in Utah was like shiny as hell. Like, it looked perfect.
Yeah, but to a person that can professionally weld or anything like that, like how hard do you think that'd be to make?
It was like reflective metal, like.
Okay.
Like it was shiny. And it wasn't like 3 pieces of sheet metal put together. Like it was like a solid piece of metal.
What was the one that the last one they found
in California?
Was that the one that wasn't buried? It was just literally sitting on the ground.
Yeah, it was like sitting up on top of like a cliff or something.
If I remember the story right, didn't they say that it was like they could easily push it over though? Like it wasn't that hard to move?
I don't remember.
If I remember correctly, like they talked about the fact that if they push it hard enough, they can knock it over.
Yeah, it wasn't like buried in the ground.
No, it wasn't. But then, okay, so I saw photos of the bottom of a lot of them, and it looks recently, like they all look recently dug. Like you could look around.
The one in Utah didn't though. Like
it didn't.
No, it looked like I saw a video of it, and it looked like. I mean, everything looked so pristine around it.
Yeah.
Like it was just like placed there perfectly, but no tracks or anything around it. Like something came from above, like put it down, and then just took off. So I'm thinking aliens. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll say I think because people can pull off some crazy stuff.
Yeah,
like people have done crazy things of this.
I just don't see how they'd pull that off without anyone seeing.
I mean, look at magicians and the way that they're able to manipulate where you look.
Okay, so now it's magicians putting them there.
Well, I'm saying because you think of like a standard human being that's able to manipulate where you're looking and how you're reacting to things and steal the watch off your wrist while you're looking at it.
Yeah,
if someone can do that, someone can put can put a piece of metal in the middle of nowhere.
It's, I don't know. It's crazy. It's an interesting story.
Yeah. So you know how I was talking about doing rando nodding?
Yeah. Did you do it?
Not yet. No. But did I tell you the story of the briefcase?
I think I told you it.
No. This was because you didn't even know about the app when I told you about it.
Yes, I did.
You didn't know the name of the app at least.
I couldn't remember the name, but once you said what it was and like what it did, I was like, oh yeah.
So the day after I decided I wanted to go rando nodding, I was watching a YouTube video about it was a guy doing reactions of scary randonauting videos, like when it's gone wrong, which apparently happens decently often. So these teenagers went on a Randonautica trip. For those of you that don't know, Randonautica is an application that allows you to get random coordinates, and you think to yourself what you want to find. You auto-generate these coordinates, and then somehow you find what you were looking for. Like, some people were just like, I was looking for the color orange, and I went to the coordinates, and there was an orange monster sitting underneath the tire of a truck. Like, stuff like that. These kids, I don't remember what they thought they were looking for, but they got the coordinates, and it was underneath a dock on the coast.
Yeah, this was,
and
okay, so...
I don't remember what state this was in. I think it was on the East
Florida.
Coast. Yeah, probably. It was probably on...
But this is, okay, so when we were talking about it, I said people found dead people. Like, they found dead people, right?
Yeah, they went underneath the dock.
Yeah, because... So,
and they went to the briefcase, they opened it up, and there was a full bag, and they found out the bag was full of human remains.
Yeah, because when we were talking about it originally a couple weeks ago, I said people were finding dead people. And that I didn't go into like depth of what I was talking, like what I meant, but that's the story that came to mind whenever I was talking.
That's weird because like when you think about that application, like where did it get the perfect coordinates for that briefcase? Like how, when you think about anything that involves computers and coding and anything like that, how do you get those coordinates perfectly?
I think it's a coincidence, to be honest.
But it's happening, maybe not briefcase-wise, but it's happening often where people are finding things they should not be able to randomly find based off of something, because I think they're looking for something scary.
Well, and I think here's what's happening is so...
It may just be that the ones that just aren't having anything happen are actually the most majority of what's going on, but people don't post those.
Yeah, because it's boring. Because the truth is truth is not as beautiful as you think.
You only hear the small minority of what's happening.
But okay,
because they're the loudest.
We'll put it in perspective this way. So when you buy a car, you're like, oh, I've never seen a car this color. I've never seen this car this color. But once you buy it, you see them everywhere. It's like once you're looking for it, you see it. But when you're not, you don't pay attention.
Isn't it funny how often that happens, where it's just like once something happens to you, all of a sudden it's everywhere?
Yeah, you see it everywhere. It's just like so you watch a scary movie, right? You get scared. Now everything scares you. If you hadn't watched that scary movie, you wouldn't have been scared by whatever you're getting scared by. Because now that scary thought is planted in your mind, so you're subconsciously looking for scary things.
You're subconsciously searching for it.
Exactly. And that's exactly what this Randonautica, you put in what you want to see. They give you coordinates. I mean, you probably passed that orange monster can 75,000 times and never noticed it. But when you're looking for something, when you're going there to look for something orange, your mind's like, okay, oh my God, that's so weird. Well, never mind the fact that you probably passed it 100 times before that. Just never noticed it.
There was this one video I saw, and I feel like this was probably staged somehow, but just the pure idea of it was so creepy. I think someone wanted to find something haunting, so this woman went out randonauting, and she wanted to find something either scary or haunted or something like that, and she pulls up to a it's like the side of a river, and just like on the rocks, and all she finds are these crumbled up pieces of paper, and she goes up to them holding her phone, and she opens them up, and they're all kid drawings, and then I think she hears a voice in the background saying, "Play with me," and then she looks.
Oh God, that'd be terrifying.
Yeah, my eye just teared up thinking about being in that situation. I'd be like, oh fuck, man. But
we'll bleep that one out. Yay!
I didn't even hear the dings this time.
I did. Did you not see me go like that? No. I was like, here it comes. We're getting it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't pick up that bad last time. Huh?
I can't even hear you.
Is this one? I feel like this one's louder.
Yeah, probably. We need a place to put... we need a place away from railroad tracks to do this.
Yeah, why do we live in, The air.
Does someone want to volunteer their place for us to do this every Friday around 11?
There's like a 40-mile stretch between you and me that's literally just train tracks.
I know.
All the way from here, all the way to my house.
Oh, I
just
know.
train tracks.
Oh, I know.
But no, so
what's funny is if we could drive on the train tracks, I'd probably get to your house faster than if we took the roads.
Oh yeah, when you want to come over, just grab onto the train.
Yeah, just hop on the train. And then...
So
no, it'd be a long walk from the train tracks to your house, though.
So I think what happened at the end of that story, if I'm remembering right, is the woman is looking at some more of the pictures. Which, by the way, she doesn't hear anything. And she doesn't see anything, but you do, when they pan the camera, you see like a silhouette, like of a little girl, which again, could easily be edited.
Yeah.
Maybe not easily, but some people that are good at it, like she probably paid somebody to do it. But, yeah, and then she's looking at like one of the last pictures, and all you hear is like, "Leave or I'll kill you," or something like that. It's like, "Leave or I'll kill you," or you're not my family, or "You're not my mommy," or something like that. And I was like, fuck that. Get out of there. Which, by the way, I do really want to go ghost hunting one day.
I think it'd be fun. I've done it once before.
I've done it playfully, like
no, I've like legit went with like walkie-talkies and like,
find anything?
Yeah. Yeah, this is why I believe in ghosts, because I've physically seen them multiple times. I had no intention of talking about this, but let's get into it.
Yeah, I mean, it's what we did last time.
So in Bartlesville, we went up there one time to a place called, I think it's called the LeBady Mansion, and it was burned down like several years ago with the family inside.
Okay.
And they also had horse stables that burned down, and there's actually a cemetery on the property as well. Now, I don't condone this because it does on the fence line say
property.
No trespassing. So I don't condone what I did, but I was also a dumb young kid. So we're like walking. There's probably 6 or 7 of us, and we're walking, and I'm in the lead because I'm like, yeah, this is what I like. And my buddy had been there before already, and so he was like, oh, it shouldn't be too much further, and we'd been walking for like 5-10 minutes, and so I turned around and I'm like, bro, how close are we? Because this is like insane of how long it's taken to get here. And like he said, we're almost there, and right as I turned, my flashlight shined directly on the building, and I was like, ugh. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, this is eerie moment number 1.
Yeah.
And so, they wanted to go. We like walked up to the building, and like obviously it's a stone building, right? And everything inside's like burnt. Like, no, I mean, you can't get up anywhere. You could get to the second flight of stairs, or the second floor, I guess, but like sketch.
Yeah, like the floor could go out any minute, kind of sketch.
Like the stairs could go out at any minute.
Yeah.
So
Blair Witch style.
Me and one other guy go inside the building. The other guys, everyone else wanted to go check out the cemetery because you're supposed to see like orbs there or whatever. But I was like, I want to go inside this house. So we go in, and I'm like walking. There's like trees growing up inside of it now. And as I'm walking, like a bird like takes off out of the tree.
God, stereotypical.
Like it scared the crap out of me. Like it made me jump because I'm already like my mind's set to like creeped out mode already.
Mm-hmm.
So I get walking around, and I hear what sounds like rustling, and I was like, oh, it's probably another bird. But it sounded like it came from outside of the building, not inside. And there was no trees like directly next to the house. So I'm like looking around. I make my way up to the second floor, and I look down out of the window, or the opening that's supposed to be a window.
Yeah.
And what looks like a little kid standing on the ground looking up at me, and I was like, oh my god. So I like went on the walkie, and I said, hey, is anyone near the house? They're like, no, we're over here by the cemetery, which was like probably a good 100 yards from the house, so they weren't even close to me. And so I went back down, went outside to where I saw the child, looked back up at the window, and there was literally a woman in like a dress, like standing up there. Oh, and I was like, all right, leaving the house.
So the reason I believe in ghosts is because when I initially got injured in the Marine Corps, which I got injured directly out of boot camp. So before I could go on to my combat training, I had to go to BMP, which is Basic Marine Platoon, where you've graduated boot camp, you're a Marine, but you can't continue your training because you're injured. So you pretty much do menial tasks, clean the gym, watch over it, work in, chow hall, things of that nature.
Right.
I watched over the gym, and every night we cycled through who stood watch, making sure that, no one came in and tried to beat the crap out of crippled Marines. But, that area was 100% haunted. Like there was no disputing it. There was no, like, oh, it could be this or this. Like, no. Haunted. Like, oh. I'm getting teary-eyed because I had to stay there for months, and every night something happened. Like, I would stand watch, and you would hear heavy boot steps going from the main doorway, walking up to you, getting to the front of your desk, and then just stopping in front of you. Huh. As if, like, a drill sergeant just walks up and just waits.
Yeah.
I say drill sergeant, even though that's Army. I'd probably get my ass kicked by a gunny now.
I mean, they have to come to you, and I don't think they will.
You'd be surprised.
I think you're good.
But, so not only that, we had this door that went into a utility closet. This door is heavier than these shed doors.
These things are heavy.
Yeah, these are heavy. Like, it literally, you'd have to take it with all your force, go, and hold it open, and then put something in the way. These doors would be wedged open. No, these doors would be closed. And then they would open.
Huh.
And they would open with enough force that there was a filing cabinet 4 feet on the, like, in front of it. It would open with enough force to blow those papers off of it and then go halfway across the room onto someone's bed and wake them up.
Huh.
Showers would come on by themselves. Chairs would turn upside down. That's in fun. The showers, because you had chairs in the showers because people were crippled.
Yeah.
Like, weird stuff that happened that, like, there was literally, like, I would stand on watch, hear, like, banging against the shower walls, go in there, and there's a chair upside down, and I've been the only one awake, and I can see literally everybody, and there's only one entry and exit to the showers, and I'm the one watching it. I'm the one watching every entry and exit way.
You know what we should do?
What?
We should do a show from a haunted location.
See if I have phone signal and try to use my mobile hotspot to, like, well, we don't even need it.
We could just do it like this. We just need power. Get a generator outside. We'll run it inside.
Get a really long extension cord, yeah.
Yeah. So if anyone knows of a haunted location that we can go to, I would have no problem doing a show late at night.
Oh, and if we hear anything, we have to take turns going up and investigating.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. I think it'd be cool.
I think that'd be pretty cool. That'd be fun.
Yeah. It probably will never happen, but it'd be cool.
I really want to go ghost hunting just because I want...
The problem with that is you have to have people's permission because everywhere that's haunted is owned by someone.
Yes.
So you'd have to get the owner...
And they don't want just any Joe Schmo coming out.
Exactly. So you'd have to have the owner be like, yes, would you guys please come out and do this? That's probably never going to happen with this show.
No.
Because A, they'd have to know who the hell we are. Yeah. And not very many people do. And B, we'd have to be... I mean, they'd have to trust us that we wouldn't, like, tarnish the area.
Or like, especially if it's, like, a family member of a a family member who had their family die, and that's why the house is haunted, and they don't want us to disrespect the memory.
Right. The spirit. Yeah. So there's a lot of things that would go into the play there. But if you own a haunted area and I would love to do a podcast from the haunted area.
Actually, I would love to do a podcast from the haunted area with the owner of the haunted area and have them talk to us. Oh
yeah, like a guest, yeah.
Yeah, like tell them what happened.
But what if they own it but they don't want to be here, be there?
Oh, that's fine too. Like
They could give us the story. We could read it.
If they want to be, they can be there, but they don't have to be, and they tell us the story, and we kind of
relay
talk
it.
about
Yeah, but it would be cool to like have them on and talk with us.
Absolutely, I really love the idea. So
I would love to get a guest in here to talk, but you got to be interesting. Like you got to have something to talk about. I mean, not like we do, but
oh yeah, because we're so interested.
Yeah, we're not interesting, but
two middle-class men working like normal jobs.
Yeah, working our 9 to 5s, which isn't 9 to 5 at all.
Yeah, I mean my 9 to 5
from 6
is
to 2:30 or 3.
2 a.m. to 10 a.m. 3 a.m.
I work my oh Jesus. Sorry.
Amanda.
Oh, jeez, god dang. No, I just work my I work my 410s, which aren't even technically 410s. I usually get done like 8.5 to 9 hours. But I work 4 days a week. That's why we do it Friday, because I don't work on Fridays.
Yeah, I mean 90%.
You know, no one can see you, right?
Oh shit! I'm sitting there like trying to look at you because no one can see, but there's like a full camera.
Oh, I know. The handle for my camera is like right there.
I'm literally looking between.
I might need to
and
lower it a little bit. We'll mess with it in here in a second.
I'm literally looking between the leg and the handle.
When we come back from a break, it'll probably be a little different.
I'm not worried about it. You can definitely see my microphone now.
Yeah, it's not super noticeable. I mean, you have to like pay attention, which we're pointing it out so everyone's gonna know now.
There was a dongle outside of my ear.
Dongle.
It's a dongle.
Dongle.
It's such a good word. It's so weird that
it sounds so inappropriate, but it's not.
Like when I told someone, be like, yeah, can you plug the dongle in the back of my computer? They were just like, So it's just a weird word for something that's basically just a USB.
I know. Like it sounds so inappropriate, but it's not. Like, but it still makes me giggle.
Hey, grab my dongle.
I meant like a gross drink. You said you were gonna make a gross drink, and you didn't do it.
You don't like these drinks.
That's not what I mean.
No, yeah, I completely forgot about it. I was doing other things. Cyberpunk 2077 came out.
Yeah, I'm glad.
I started watching The Mandalorian.
Glad we have this responsibility we need to come up with.
Listen, we had the conversation before of what happened last week. Of both came in and were like, we didn't. We were both just like, we didn't prepare for this until the night before.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't.
we were just like things came.
We didn't necessarily prepare for this one either.
Well, yeah, which is weird because like the last one we didn't prepare for, and it came out so well.
Yeah, we actually had to take some stuff out because of how long it was.
The initial videos, we weren't as comfortable just being able to just sit
right
and talk.
Yeah,
we were like, we need to have content to put out there. We're like, we need to have stories, and then people like things that people want to know about.
Which is funny because our pilot, quote unquote pilot episode, people liked a lot, and we were just talking.
Which is also weird that people liked it so much. That's the one I hate the most, only because of my quality.
The audio, yeah.
Because not only that, I recorded on my end in ultra high def. It was like 2080p. It was like ultra high.
2080?
Yes. Like above regular resolution. Like I recorded it, not 2080. I can't remember. Actually, it might actually be a 2080 setting, 2080 HD.
I don't know if that's true.
It's 20 something. It's like it's in the 2000s.
Okay.
It's up there. But I recorded ultra. No, it was ultra 4K.
Okay.
I recorded ultra 4K.
I was gonna say 4K, but I was just gonna let you try to explain your way out of 2080.
Well, because there is a setting of that.
I don't think it's 2080.
It's not. No. But it's.
But I was gonna let you talk your way out of that one.
But it's of that nature. But I had recorded it on the initial pilot because I'm
probably
like, I would.
2164.
No.
Because that's 1080 times 2.
It was.
Or 2160, not 64. Whatever, continue.
It ended with a 0 and started with a 2.
Okay.
But I was like, I want this initial video to be really good. You have good internet, so I don't have to worry about your end. I have to worry about my end. But if I record off of my end, it'll be better than if we recorded off of your end.
Yeah.
Well, my end failed. The highest quality thing got corrupted and didn't go through.
So we had to take my end.
So we had to take your end, which
my audio came out great.
Your audio, phenomenal. My audio, I'm basically underground.
Yeah.
I'm basically talking into
and it wasn't the whole time. Like you did, it was spotty. But
I was so upset that I didn't actually watch it. As I edited it, I just remembered what I was saying, the way my mouth moved and the way I was moving.
I just know that people didn't like how often and frequent we cussed, so we kind of dialed back on that.
Was it a lot of people that said that, or was it just one specific person? I know Dad didn't like it.
And my wife didn't like it either.
Fair.
So that's two people.
That
so we
true.
had people say...
There's two people that are like directly...
Yeah, that we know we're going to watch.
us.
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't think my wife's watched a single one since then.
I think... No, she commented on one of them.
Did
Yeah, she commented on either the second or the third one, I think.
Okay.
I think she at least clicks on them.
Maybe.
The very least. I mean, so I know that no one that I know has watched the last episode yet, because I haven't heard a single comment of me being in the shower. And I guarantee you the people that I know would probably either be furious with me.
Oh my God, we're about to get another one.
It's the third one in less
This is
than
insane.
The third one in less
Guys,
than
we need a new location. Please. Help us out. This is terrible. That's 3 trains in... How long? An hour and a half?
No, 40 minutes.
Well, we started this about an hour and a half ago.
We sat down an hour. Well, yeah, because I guess the first one we hadn't recorded yet.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, thank God we missed it.
Yeah. So it's
But
been
then
2
almost
since we
immediately
recorded.
after that, because halfway through the last recording,
Yeah.
we got another one.
Yeah, this sucks.
And it's been 15 minutes.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
So what? What'd you say? What'd you just say to me?
I sang a song.
I thought you said it's been 1 minute since you looked at me. I'm like,
No, I said it's been 1 week since you looked at me.
what song is that?
I don't remember.
Thanks for the information.
I think it's from Sugar Ray. Let's look it up.
I'll say I really don't know anything about. Yeah, while we're waiting for this damn train, just look it up.
Yeah, let's look it
Who
up.
cares?
Let's look it up. It's been...
If this is a long train, remember last week when we had the double train of like as one train finished,
Yeah.
the end of the train met the beginning of another
From
train.
Bare Naked Ladies.
Okay,
It's called 1 Week.
I would assume. Fair enough.
You never heard it? You never heard of this before?
I don't think so. Do not play it.
I am. It's on YouTube. It's free.
No,
It's on YouTube.
everything's on YouTube.
I know.
It can still be copywritten because you're not the owner of it. I think
I'm
anything
not
about
claiming it as mine, though.
even so,
No. What if I download it on Apple Music?
still.
I bought it. I'm paying for
Yes, but you're sending it out to other people. So no, you're
it.
now.
Solid point. I'm not playing it. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
So I think if I remember the TOS right, I think it's like one. It can't be. I was about to say it's one.
Well,
week
how's that
clip.
any different from a radio station? They pay for the music and play it for everybody
Yeah, but they have permission.
because they paid for it. Once you buy it, you are now able to do what you want with it.
There's a thing about that because there's reaction YouTubers that react to music, and they get copyright and they get strikes by YouTube because of it. You have to have like on YouTube, you have to have like direct permission from the artist or the studio itself.
All right, I'm emailing
Or-
Bare Naked Ladies right now.
Or you have
Can
to,
we play your song in our podcast?
I think it has to be.
They'd
Less
probably
than 10,
love it.
I think it has to be less than 10
Extra exposure.
seconds.
Extra exposure, they would love it.
I think people have actually been copywritten off of singing. Like literally,
No.
like
It's a freedom of speech, bro.
listen.
You cannot copyright me for singing a song.
If it's too much like the song, they own the rights to it.
There's no music behind it. I acapella'd that bitch.
Acapella. you just make 7 different videos. You'd be like do 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 do, and then you do
Bum,
like
bum,
the entire Thriller by
Bum
yourself.
bum 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 bum. Ba-da-da-da-da-bum.
Yeah, no, the copyright.
No, this is bullshit.
The copyright issue with YouTube is
I call
really,
bullshit
is
on
really
that.
stupid.
That's bullshit.
I mean, I'll say I'll look it up later, but I'll forget.
I know you will.
Because every time
I'm the one that has to look shit up.
what was the last thing we had this kind of conversation? You looked something up because of it. Besides that, don't say that. I swear to God.
Bare naked ladies,
You'd be
bro.
like, right now, obviously. Well, for one, my phone's on like 3% anyway.
Yeah, and it's probably
4%.
still on vibrate and not silent.
It
so.
is on mute.
Okay.
The second you complained about it.
Well, you complained last week about mine.
I didn't
The
complain.
moment it happened.
No, you went, oh shit, and I went like, oh wow.
Yeah, you complained. So, karma.
But also,
I wouldn't have never said anything if you didn't complain last week.
Well, no, because it was already instant karma. Because the second yours did it, like a few minutes after that,
I
mine
know.
did it too.
I know.
So I was
and
like,
you didn't even learn your
shit.
lesson.
I did not.
You didn't learn your lesson.
I am tired.
What else is it? You're always tired, dude.
I don't sleep well at all.
It's because you stayed up playing Cyberpunk.
I didn't say I was sleeping.
You cannot blame that on the lack.
No, I tried to sleep, but because I did the delivery truck yesterday, I like laid down and my back was hurting so bad because I was laying down because the.
Now you sound like my kid.
What?
Anley has been complaining about her back hurting really bad.
She complained about it last time we were over, and
Yeah.
she was like, "I can't sleep." My
She
back
comes
hurts."
out and she comes out like when she's supposed to be like asleep. She'll be like, oh, my back hurts so bad I can't lay on my back.
I'm sitting there, I'm like, "What have you done?"
I'm like, well, and they can. No, I won't get into that.
I don't ever remember anything actually hurting from growing pains. Do you?
Yeah, my legs, like my thighs.
Like, oh yeah, like my
Like you know that like in your hip, like where the joint is or whatever. Like
well, I do because that's why I have tumors.
Maybe you're growing. Maybe you're getting tall finally.
Oh yay!
Little Mr.
I'll
5'5"
finally
over
be
here.
able
Like,
to reach the top shelf of my house.
that's how I hide stuff from my wife. I
not
just
a
put it up on the
joke.
top shelf in the cupboard.
I see everyone makes like you keep making short jokes. I'm just like I keep forgetting that she's short
Yeah,
because I'm short.
yeah.
I'm like,
You're like, oh, you're normal height. Like, I'm like, hey, shrimp.
I was seeing comments of like people like trying to date on Tinder and they're like, how tall are you again? They're like 5'7". They get left on red. I'm just like,
I saw a thing that was like, how tall are you? And then they said, well, how much do you weigh?
oh yeah, it's
And
like,
he
well,
said,
why does
and the
that
girl
matter?
said, well, how is that relevant? And he goes, well, how's my height relevant?
Yeah. It's like
It's
at
fair.
least you can fix weight. Like I can't fix my height.
Yeah.
You want me to wear Gene Simmons style like platforms?
Like, I mean, it's a fair question though. Like, you can who cares how tall they are? Like, it doesn't change what kind of person they are.
Listen, if you want to date me, I guarantee you, no
Oh
matter
God, this
how,
is gonna.
no matter how tall I am, I can still put you on a kitchen counter.
Oh
So-
God. Oh
So
my God.
it really doesn't matter.
This podcast is not gonna turn into your dating app, bro.
You just might have to like get on my shoulders if you want something from the top shelf, or at least.
And then he'll have to get on the ladder after that so you can reach it.
Yeah, at least put me on a step stool. But listen, I cook, I clean. So
We're not turning this into your dating app.
we could.
I mean, you can try all you want, but we're not doing it.
It's funny because all the people that I know watch this anyways. Because I don't know many.
Yeah,
people.
and they clearly have no interest in you.
They
So.
clearly don't.
Now he's gonna go mope for the next 3 days.
Yo, you don't have to see it.
I know, it's beautiful.
I'll be home moping, smoking weed, and playing Cyberpunk.
No, I did read this story. Oh my God, I've opened so many things. I have no idea what's even.
I've officially closed all my tabs because I'm tired of like 19
Okay,
tabs.
so the
and I'm
headline
like,
for this says 5 dead after truck runs into a group of bicyclists near Las Vegas.
Repeat that? What?
5 dead after truck runs into group of bicyclists near Vegas.
Semi or pickup?
Box truck. So there were 5 bicyclists are dead and several were injured after a box truck hit their group Thursday in a horrific tragedy that unfolded outside of Las Vegas. A group of cyclists were riding and had a Subaru hatchback. God dang, I cannot talk.
You've been struggling these last couple
I
of
know.
weeks.
I think I need to drink water. Like,
Probably. Or it might just be the alcohol.
No, I've only. I'm on my third, but
Yeah, I've only had fun.
but okay. So they were hit at 9:30 in the morning. I think it's because I'm not good at like reading. I'm good at like talking.
Oh, I'm not either. I'm not.
But I'm not good at reading. So I can read it faster than my mouth can say it. I think that's what my problem is. So they were hit about 9:30 in the morning. There was a box truck. The box truck hit. There was some bicyclists behind the safety car, and then the box truck hit those cyclists, then hit the safety car, and the safety car hit the bicyclists in front of the safety car.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm thinking probably on drugs. Because how do you not?
What state was it?
Las Vegas.
Nevada. Yeah. Okay. I forgot it was Las Vegas. I was like, wait, where was it? What state was it? Las Vegas.
He was probably on drugs. Because you can't. If it was a semi, you could use the argument of he was driving all night, and like he was tired.
Yeah.
But it's a box truck. Like they don't drive all night, man. Like that's usually like get up at 9 a.m., drive your box truck to do wherever you drop it off, and then come back. That's not a overnight kind of drive.
No.
So I'm thinking drugs.
Either that or it like maybe just didn't sleep the night before.
Or that, yeah. Either way, like there are 5 bicyclists dead because this guy got on the road in a vehicle, a very large vehicle, without being responsible.
I mean, luckily because you drive for your job all the time, like hours on end, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like what would you say, like 7.5 out of the 9 hours you work are probably driving?
Yeah, probably. Depends upon the day. There are some days where I literally work way more than I drive, but...
Because I know for me, luckily you don't have this issue, but for me, like, I could get a full night's sleep and not work extraneously at all. And I could drive 20 minutes and just, like, want to fall asleep. I'll sit there and I'll be driving, and, like, the closer I get to home, it's like...
See, I'm like the opposite. Like,
I love driving.
I hate driving, but... I hate driving. Fair. It's not fun. Like, there's nothing fun about it.
There's just something about it where, like, I had, like, my music on. And I'm just
I usually put headphones in and I listen to a podcast. Like, that's what I do. Sometimes this one. I listen to our own. Like,
see, that's, and I'm the opposite on that, where, like, I can't listen to what we've made.
I want to hear it.
I have critiques.
That's,
every time.
That's why I listen to it.
But, like, I don't have critiques for you. I always have things that, like, it's just like cringe moments for me where, like, I just don't like the things that I do just because it's me. But here's
the thing. Listen to it, critique it, adjust it.
But then, again, like, the things that I have critiques on myself on, people listen to and they're like, oh, no, I love that. And it's just like, I just don't like it because, like, my own
There's a problem, yeah.
I hate my own voice.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Like, full extent where I hear my own, like, I hear a recording of me and I'm just like, turn it off now.
Yeah, I don't like my own voice either. But I've been told I have the voice for podcasts. So
you do. You have a radio voice.
So I have a radio face too.
I was gonna say, and the face
too. And a radio body. I'm meant for radio. But yeah, I don't like my own voice. I hate it. I hate hearing it. And what's funny is, like, on my job. Okay, so if a machine breaks down, like, while I'm working, I have to, like, put in a service call, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that usually I have to do it on my work phone. I don't like carrying my phone on me because I'm only in a room for, like, depending on how big it is, typically about 5 minutes. 5 minutes, I'm out. I'm moving on. So I don't want to, like, keep putting my phone in my pocket, like, because I have it set up for my GPS as well. Yeah. So then I have to shut out the GPS, unplug it, put it in my pocket, go in there, come back out, plug it back in, put it back up, set up the GPS. Instead, I just type in my next one, go in there, do my thing, come back out. So if there's a problem, I either have to come back out, grab my phone, go back in there, or I use my Apple Watch and I record my voice, say what's wrong with it, and then when I get back to the car, I can do that. I have to listen to myself talk in order to do that, and I'm like, oh, God, this guy's voice, what a dick.
Who's this dude?
This guy. He sounds terrible. But I've been told that I have a voice for this, so I mean, you kind of, I wouldn't focus so much on your voice, but, like, what you're doing. Like, how can you make what you're doing better? Not your voice, though. Anything else but your voice.
There's been a lot of... I immediately tried to correct the issue I had in the first video where I could not stop, like, scratching my chin or my nose. I could not stop moving. But, like, I'm like that, like, in person.
Well, yeah, and that probably wouldn't be a problem if we weren't recording. I'm like, I don't know why I'm doing... If we weren't recording, I'm used to it being over here. Like, we just switched it, so it's throwing me off.
Also, we have a screen right there.
Yeah, we have
where
a screen right here. So
Oh,
I have to, in order to see myself. But I don't know why that just made it sound louder, just by you maximizing the screen. It's like I could see myself more, so it was like louder. Yeah. It makes zero sense. Anywho, yeah, we have a screen to see ourselves, to make sure we're recording, see how our volumes are all going and everything, because we fancy. Not at all. We need an audio board. Like a soundboard.
We do. It's just they're pricey for ones that are worth having.
Yeah, and
the ones that aren't worth having are the ones that you can get for like $50.
So if someone wants to donate some money, that'd be great. All you people, hey, you know what? Listen, I don't even care if you don't comment on our video. If you donate some freaking money, I will love you.
Well, we don't have anywhere to. You have to have like a.
If someone tells me they want to donate the money, I'll set something up.
I'll
set up a GoFundMe.
I was gonna say, in my mind, I meant to say GoFundMe, but the first thing I thought was like, oh, we need to make an OnlyFans.
Oh God,
but
no, I'm not doing that. You can, I won't.
First off, it doesn't. Just because it's an OnlyFans doesn't mean it has to be sexual.
That's true.
Technically, an entire podcast could be an OnlyFans.
That's true. They could subscribe. Yeah, I mean,
pay to subscribe to.
No one's gonna want to pay to look at us all day.
I've had some offers.
I haven't, but I'm married, so I would decline them anyway.
I was like, I hope you haven't.
I mean, I could still get them.
Plus, your wife wouldn't pay to see you. She's like, I could just.
I know. She's like,
I wake up with you. I don't want to see you after that anyway.
I'd pay not to see you.
Is there a $35 prescription weekly that I could pay to?
You mean subscription?
Prescription. It's a pill to take to see me.
It's a pill to take to make you temporarily blind, so you don't have to see me.
I'm pretty sure they make that.
Do they? No.
Oh, no. Take enough cocaine.
That's not prescribed.
Oregon.
It's not prescribed. It's just decriminalized.
You can buy it. You probably buy it.
But it's not prescribed, is what I'm saying. A doctor's not like, you need some heroin.
Can I get one like that?
I mean...
Damn, man, you really need like an 8-ball of cocaine.
You really need a good dose of heroin right now.
You know what you need?
Some good BTH.
Some crack.
Some good black tar heroin injected right into your veins.
Yo, man, you want to go to the bar and get some good BTH?
What were we talking about?
We were talking...
How did we get here?
What were we originally?
I think the train just came right off the tracks. Like, I don't even know what's happening anymore.
What were we originally talking about?
I don't know.
We were talking about audio?
No. I don't know.
Video. You were talking about video because you looked at the wrong way, but what were we talking about before that?
I don't know. I don't know how we got there. We just like jumped all over the place.
Well, okay, so you've watched at least season 1 of The Mandalorian, right?
Yes. I'm actually almost caught up on season 2.
Yes, you are 1 episode away, I believe, from being caught up.
Yes.
And then you'll be 2 episodes after today.
Yeah. Well, unless I watch it tonight.
I'll say the latest episode's a pretty good episode.
The last one I watched was really good.
So I didn't realize what all, like, because I was watching all these memes about...
And we got to
about a certain character.
But we need to put a disclaimer. If you haven't been caught up on season 2...
I'm not going to give any spoilers.
Okay.
I'm not going to play any spoilers. But
I just want to make sure.
I've been seeing a lot of memes of the latest character, which... Yeah, I'm not going to say anything about it, but I was saying that, I'm like, oh, okay, because it was before I'd watched any of the show, because I only started watching the show yesterday, and I binge-watched the entire first season at work. Oh, it's so good.
I know. I told you it was good.
Right. Did you?
Yeah. Last week we talked about it.
Yeah, and I never had any.
I don't know if we talked about it on the show.
We may not have talked about it.
I think it was in like one of our little breaks
Yeah.
of not wanting to wear headphones because we don't actually have commercials.
Yeah,
we just don't like wearing the headphones the whole time.
I mean, I did have an intermission.
It wasn't really an intermission.
Well, I don't know, because the initial editing I did had a really funny intermission that I liked, And I'm just like, this is funny. Like, I like how I did this. It had like a full audio, video, like special effects, the whole Kit Cam caboodle.
This one again. This guy again with his Kit Kat
so
caboodle.
But I looked at it, I'm like, that's funny. I like it, but you'll only get it if you're watching it. Like you have to visually see it.
Yeah.
It's got an unknown phone call. Probably my mentor from college, but I don't care. I don't answer his phone calls.
Oh, that's good.
Because they're always just like, hey, how was your week? I'm like, I was busy. I haven't slept. I drink a lot of alcohol and I smoke weed. Stop calling me. Things aren't going good.
Bachelor lifestyle right there.
Yeah, things aren't going good. I don't want to talk to you. I'm doing my assignments. Kiss my ass. They have nothing important to ever say to me. But, now I forgot what I was talking about. So, okay, yeah. The
Kit Kat and caboodles?
Yeah, Kit Cam caboodle. But
is it Kit Kat like the candy?
No, I think it's the whole kit. I think it's the whole Kit Cam and caboodle, but it might be Kit Kat and caboodle.
I think it's Kit Kat and caboodle.
It might be. We'll Google it later, but we won't. Oh yeah, the video.
We will, just not during the show.
No.
We'll come back next week with an update of how it's actually said.
Maybe.
If we remember.
There was like 3 things.
Yeah, we will do
Because like
next week.
we didn't talk about your computer after the show, like I said we were. Like when I was talking about like how like upgrading and everything, I was like, oh yeah, we'll talk more after the show, and we did.
Yeah, we never do. Well, because I had to leave.
For, hours later.
Was it hour? No.
Yeah, because we stopped at 2:30.
Oh, so yeah, we didn't leave till 5.
Yeah, you guys even stayed an hour because you were like, "Oh yeah, we'll probably leave at like 4," and then the kids got here and they stayed another hour. So like,
that's our normal life. Like we're always like, we're gonna leave here this time, and then that time comes, we're like, oh, we'll leave in about an hour.
I mean, when I tell someone I'm gonna leave, they're lucky if I actually leave. I might just be like,
you know what's funny is before I met my wife, I was like early to everything. I was like, oh my god.
You've got to be
my god.
shitting me.
Oh my god.
What time are we on? How 24 minutes?
24 minutes.
So 24 minutes and then a 21-minute recording. And then there was one train before the 21-minute recording. There was a train during the 21-minute recording. There was a train at the beginning of this recording.
Hurry up and spit it all out.
At the end of this.
Spit it all out. You're about to lose us. All right. Let's just take a break. Let's take another break during this. Let's take a break.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
We'll be back.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you this special message.
We'll start off with that then.
Yeah, we'll start off with that. So I want to bring up something from your editing from last week.
You have a complaint of my editing.
I do. I didn't like it.
No bit, no siree.
Not one bit, not one single second of it.
Not one bit, no siree.
No, you typed in there and said, what the F is a comment button.
Yeah, what the F is a comment button?
I was referring to Facebook, man. There's a comment button.
How many people do you think use Facebook on a regular basis?
Billions.
That listen to our podcast.
Billions.
Billions of the 92 people.
I mean...
And also, who do you think refers to it as a comment button?
Me. And billions other.
And that's what matters.
Hit that comment button. But our main advertising for the show is on Facebook.
Yes, but that's only because YouTube hates us.
Yeah, they want to censor us.
YouTube thinks that we're too
they think
more shocking content.
That we talk about sensitive content, wasn't it?
No, it said shocking content. It said it said shocking content, sensitive content.
Oh my god.
And I think like one other like minor thing that could easily be disputed. But I forgot, I think we were talking about like murders and stuff. That might be why. But it was only it wasn't like blocking us from posting, it was just blocking us from doing advertisements.
Well, right.
Because it was one to advertise. Because maybe I can understand shotguns, monkeys, and bears.
It's probably the title.
Because it had guns in it.
Yeah, it's probably the title.
But I had actually changed the title for the advertisement. But it still said it was shocking content. But I think it's because we were talking about guns and we were talking about murders. So we had like those key words in it. So when it reviewed the video, it picked up on those words and said, no, that's shocking content.
See, that's dumb.
Same thing with the other one. Like I tried to do like a gaming video of Mass Effect 1, and that was taken as shocking content
Because of guns.
Because guns, murder.
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 Cold-blooded murder.
Well, we've said murder 4 times, so we definitely can't do it on
Murder!
this video.
So that's why we're going to advertise and boost posts on Facebook.
I think Facebook's less sensitive.
I have a feeling they will.
Doesn't have Susan on it, so yeah.
If not, we just started an Instagram.
We did just start an Instagram.
So
we can post videos to Well, we can post clips to Instagram.
Yeah.
We can't post full videos to it.
No, but we can post clips and put the link for... Well, the link for our YouTube page is already on our Instagram.
Okay. What about the Facebook page?
You can't put multiple links on there. I don't know why.
I don't know how to put a link on Instagram.
Well,
I tried when I made
did
a post,
it in
but I put the link, but the link was in text.
So, well, we'll go into that off the show because we don't want to bore you guys with all that nonsense.
Unless they're thinking about doing it themselves.
Well, then hit that comment button.
Hit that like button, hit that comment button.
Hit the share button. We want everyone. Bring all your... If you think this is good, please share it and bring everybody in because we want to entertain as many people as possible.
And if you don't think it's good, tell us why you don't think
Yeah, tell us why you won't hit the share button.
Yeah, tell us why you don't like it.
Is it pure laziness? Or are we doing something you don't like?
Yeah.
And if we're doing something you don't like, let us know. And if it's pure
if there's
laziness...
enough of it, then we'll change it.
And if it's pure laziness, you gotta fix that. You gotta work on yourself.
I will say I had no appreciation for any kind of content creators when it came to liking or sharing or anything of that manner or commenting. Because I would sit there and I would, just regular Joe Schmo. I would watch the YouTube video and I would be like, all right, next YouTube video. And then I got subscribed to a guy named Arctic, and he's a YouTube reactor. And he has not yet reached 1 million. I subscribed to him, I think, when he was at 400,000. And now he's at, I think, like almost 800,000. He's about to hit 1 million. But we
want to be that guy.
Yeah. But he talks a lot of how it really matters if you hit the like button, hit the share button. Because YouTube's algorithm, if you press the like button, that video will be posted on more people's feeds more. It'll be posted
The more likes it gets, the more it goes out there. The more shares it gets, the more it goes out there.
If people don't watch or specifically like the video, then it won't get shown up on feeds. If something has a lot of views, but doesn't have a lot of likes, or like...
It means people didn't like it.
So people, it's not going to get the recognition because it's not going to show up as much because the algorithm is saying, oh, people didn't like this.
So what our suggestion is before you even watch the video... Just hit like and then watch it. So that way you don't have to worry about it afterwards.
If you
do that.
I'm going to say if you enjoy it, if you
obviously
listen regularly,
but
please hit a like. Please
just hit it before you watch the
video. If you don't like it, you don't have to hit like, but at least if you don't like it,
hit the like button,
why.
watch the video, and then if you don't like it, take it away. That's fine.
That is true. You can do that.
Yeah.
Did you see what happened after YouTube Rewind? Did you hear about how YouTube...
What's YouTube Rewind?
You don't know what that is?
No.
So once a year, YouTube has
I don't explore YouTube. I use YouTube for guides.
I guess I watch YouTube religiously because YouTube is on the background of everything I do.
I don't.
So
I watch it for guides to help me through a game.
Fair enough. I use
but then that's why I've never hit the like button because usually I'm like...
you should on those guys.
I know
people really work hard on those.
But like, I watch it, get what I need out of it, and then I just close out YouTube, and I just get back to my game. Like I don't.
If a video can make me laugh or contemplate something at least one time, I'm gonna press the like button. And that's new for me.
I think if I can pull it off, I don't know if I can, but I think I'm gonna start video streaming while I play Xbox now.
You'd have to look into how to really get it going.
Because I have literally all the equipment to do it.
You do, yeah. If you get the extension out here, You get a monitor. Just hook it up to the monitor and just play out here.
I mean, I have a TV in my room I can hook everything up to.
Yeah, but then you have kids in the background.
Someone told me that'd probably be a good idea. Like, even if the kids were in the background, like,
It just adds, like, a personal feel to it.
Yeah, like...
So there's just like, oh, yeah,
this is how he handles his kids while he plays his game. Like,
shut
up! Just kidding.
I swear to God, you'll get 5 across the ass.
You know, it's funny. I was about to say I don't tell my kids to shut up, but I do.
Yeah,
sometimes I'm just like, you know what?
For the love of God.
Shut up.
Shut up.
But I love my kids. My son... Okay, so for... My kids aren't going to listen to this. I don't know why I was so nervous. So for Christmas, my wife is doing like a girls' day for her and the girls. Going to go get their hair did and get their nails did and all that.
Well, then what are you doing for Christmas?
I'm going to take... Me and my son are going to have a boys' day.
Oh.
We're going to go... Which I have to talk to Dad about. But it's not really... My mom has a pond at her house. So me and Bryson are going to go fishing. Because it's a pretty stocked pond. So he can catch a lot of fish year round. So we're going to go out there with some worms. Go let him catch some bass. And then he said he wanted to go spend the night at Dad's house. So we'll just come out there and...
Oh, I'm going to say you need to talk to Dad about it, but he watches the show religiously the second it goes out.
So, Dad, we're coming to your house.
Anyways, your grandson wants to see.
Yeah, my son wants to come spend the night at your house when we do this boys' day, so we're going to spend the night.
Let's see, what are you trying to do it on Christmas or
no.
like near it? Okay, I would say because on Christmas we're going spoon-billing.
I know, and I want to go. I'm so bummed. Why would you do it on Christmas?
Because none of us are doing anything on Christmas.
Well, that's not my problem.
I mean,
it's
also not our problem.
He should want to spend time with his other son on Christmas. Like, it's a little shitty, Dad.
He doesn't want to spend time. You're spending time with your family, but not with.
We're really not. But I digress.
It's not like we can take you from them.
Yeah, I know.
Even though they'll gladly take you from us.
You should go the day after Christmas, because then I can go. Probably.
I don't know. I'm not the one making the plans.
I'll just go by myself. Catch the biggest one.
I'm just the one spending the money.
Post it on our page. Spending the money.
Listen,
you just need the license, right?
I have a license.
Oh, you need the pole, right?
Yeah.
The pole.
Well, I need the actual I don't have any of the treble hooks or anything.
I have some. No, they're mine. Never mind. You get them yourself.
I want my own. Yeah. I don't want to take yours. I like having my thing. I very much like having my own equipment to work with.
Yeah. But clearly I don't, because all this stuff's from you.
I feel like
except for this right here. This is
literally
mine.
Everybody like in the family, like, well, I say everyone in the family, you and Dad. But basically, you guys are just like, hey, and you guys point me in a direction. I'm just like, ooh, okay, and I just put my money in that direction.
That's what we do. We know you have it, so we're like, do this.
I'm the funding.
You're the financial backing of all of our decisions.
And tech support if needed.
Yeah. You want to buy me a new camera?
I have actually.
What?
Actually, I might have one for you. Now that I just thought about it, I might have one for you.
I've been using this piece of crap for. Actually, it works really well.
It hasn't been bad.
It's just I just need the autofocus.
We
can edit all this stuff. This is boring as hell. No one wants to care about this.
Who knows? I might put snippets in it. I don't know.
Okay. Well, whatever.
But I do have a 1080 camera that actually has a light installed in it. But the way I've used it, like, it just never looked good to me. But I mean, this one never looked good to me either, and it looks good on you. So
I'll make it look good.
It's just I've never used them with lighting.
Yeah. And we don't have any lighting. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, like,
we're using natural lighting right now.
Literally like a dark LED strip that's red.
Oh yeah. That's hard.
This camera does it really well.
Well, that's like, but this is like $500.
$800.
Oh my God!
Don't you undermine my money?
Okay, well,
yeah, but this camera, like, if I take care of it, this camera lasts me.
What's funny is the quality is really not any better than what the lighting is. Yeah, because it autofocuses.
You don't know how hard it is to get a camera that does Like on the spot, perfect autofocus.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as like quality wise, this is like working just as well as that.
This camera, if I'm at home, this camera follows me. What I mean is, like, if I lean right and left, the camera will literally...
Why doesn't it do it here?
I don't know. Well, literally, if I'm sitting at home, I put it in the back and I
misbehaves
do this.
while at my house.
if I do this and I have the camera in the background, it'll literally sit there and I'll lean right and I'll just... Not the physical camera.
Okay. I was like, I haven't seen it move once.
But the actual camera focus, you'll watch it actually turn to me. I think it's cool. It's not doing it right now because when I'm sitting at home, I have it at a much... It's more to my side and farther away from me. So I'll be leaning back and I'll be much farther away from it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's cool. And also, yeah, it just autofocus on my face. It detects...
How did we get here?
Because we were talking about your camera. And before that, we were talking about me buying things because I'm the funding guy.
Yeah. But I do need to purchase some more upgrades for this.
I have like 2 more webcams.
And I'm hoping to like cover all this up soon too, because
I mean, we could literally just spend an hour organizing it.
Well, no, I want to just cover it up. I don't want to go through all the work of organizing it. What? That sounds like work. I could just like thumbtack some sheets up or something.
Like when you tell a kid to clean their room, it's like, oh yeah,
I'm just gonna go buy some black sheets and just thumbtack it up.
I need to get some actual like black sheets because I have a
black's like the best to use.
I have like a light blue one. I have a dark, light gray one.
Black's like the best to use on it.
It really helps.
Once you go black, you never go back. Well, let's edit that out. We can't use that.
Yeah, we can.
Oh God.
It's not racist. You didn't even say a person. We're talking about sheets. We're talking about bed sheets. Stop being racist.
I'm not being. That's just. I didn't like the way it sounded.
I didn't like the way it sounded. I think it's racist that you're not willing to say it more often. Are you saying that you're too afraid of them?
No. No, not at all. No.
Is it the idea?
Them? Why do you have to say them?
like they're different from us.
Yeah, like you should have said, "Are you afraid of us?" Because we're people. Everyone's people.
What do you mean us? As if we're different from them?
No, us. Like everybody. Like people.
What?
We're all the same.
How are we different from other people?
We all bleed the same. I mean, unless you're on blood thinners, then you bleed a little bit more. But I mean, the color's the same.
That's infected.
I mean, it still comes out red.
Mine came out orange one time.
No, it did not.
I'm dead. It literally looked like pizza sauce.
That's red.
No, like the grease that drips off of pizza.
Oh, okay. Like, so when it's mixed with it came out looking like grease.
Orange grease, yeah. Yeah, I had gotten severe burns on my hand, and
from what?
I don't remember. It was during school at some point. We were doing.
How did you burn your hand at school?
I don't know.
Were you using the Bunsen's?
I don't think we had Bunsen's.
I didn't either in school.
There was like 250 kids in my school. Not the Houston one, obviously.
That
one had like 4,000 kids in it.
I couldn't go to a school that big. Like,
really, the only thing that sucked was you were definitely penalized the second you were late. Penalized.
Penal.
But no, you were definitely like you got in trouble.
Absurditee, where we're completely mature.
Absolutely, but you would get in trouble the second you were late. But those thousands of kids in the hallway.
So how do you get all them in trouble?
Well, it's just like how do you even get to class? Like,
yeah,
people were late all the time.
It's like a traffic jam, 24/7.
Exactly. People would lie and be like, "Oh no, like I have to like be somewhere," and they told me to leave early. They'd be like, "Oh, okay, you leave and get to your next class."
Smart.
I would literally walk around with my guitar, and people would get out of my way because I was playing guitar. It worked.
Okay, so in high school, I fractured my foot, and I had crutches. Well, somehow I managed to procure a wheelchair. I don't know how. But I got to leave school. I got to leave class like 10 minutes early so I could get it to my locker. Even though I had my backpack with me, they let me go so I can go to my locker and get to the next class without having to worry about it. That was the best 3 months of my life. I was like, I was the most popular kid because I got to take someone with me to push me.
That was me in the Marine Corps.
So everyone's like, oh, "Can I go? Can I pick me?" I'm like, "I don't know. You mind buying me something from the vending machine on the way?" No, I got money for you. Yeah, don't worry. All right, you can come with me.
When I got injured, and when I got basically re-injured, even though it's not injury, it's an illness, because I have tumors growing on my hip. I don't know why I keep on saying I got injured, because when I say injured, people are like, "Oh, well, what was your injury?" I'm like, "Oh, I have tumors." They're like, "That's not an injury." I'm like, "It's not," but I can't say illness, or you'll be like, "Oh my god, how much time do you have left?" Because you can't say I got out of the Marine Corps.
You had a medical condition.
Yeah. A serious medical condition where they're like, you can't keep doing things at this amount of physical labor.
Yeah. They don't want other Marines to rely on you to keep them alive.
I did aircraft maintenance.
But what if you went to combat?
They wouldn't let me.
I know, because they wouldn't trust you.
I wasn't allowed on any debts or anything.
Because they wouldn't trust you to...
Well, no, it's literally, because I was a liability.
Yeah.
I was a Marine Corps reliability. I was a
reliability. No, you were unreliability. Yeah. Like, we don't trust this guy to save anybody, so he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, but when I had to use my cane a lot, I couldn't do too much on my own. So I'd have to be taken...
Clearly.
a lot of the time, I'd have to be taken to, like, the hospital or...
I don't know if I'd give you an assault rifle while carrying a cane.
You know how badass it would be to have me in a wheelchair with an assault rifle and someone pushing me?
Just like someone's they're just like down low, like pushing you, like, ah!
Die, you commie bastards!
Well, to be clear, at this day and age, you would not be fighting commies.
We'd be fighting people with oil somewhere.
Yeah.
Fighting Joe Schmo in Iraq.
Joe Schmo. I don't know if that'd be his name in Iraq.
Jehola Shmola.
Ishmar Bulastad. Joe Schmo sounds a lot easier to say.
I was going to say like 9 different things, but they're all insulting. I can't say
mine probably was too. We'll just edit that out.
Yeah, there's nothing. Well, yeah.
I mean, this is called the Absurditee podcast for a reason.
What can we really be taken down for? Fucking shish kebab people.
That might do it. That might do it.
Listen, if you can call them sand people in The Mandalorian.
They're not talking about Middle Eastern people.
No, but they're talking about people that have a name to them. They're Tusken Raiders, and there's like, oh yeah, the sand people. That's
true.
If you go to Iraq and you're like, oh yeah, the sand people.
Okay, I don't know. Did we talk about The Mandalorian last week?
No, we did not. Not on the show at all. So those.
Okay, never mind. I don't know how far people are, so I don't want to spoil anything.
Did we get that on the last recording, or was that part of the?
I think we got it on the last one, but I don't want to. I was actually going to talk about something in the episode, like what people were outraged about, which you have to know by now.
Fish eggs?
Yeah. No. Frog.
Same thing. Yeah.
No, it's not. One's fish, one's amphibian. Just throwing that out there.
An egg.
But yeah, everyone's like freaking out about like they wanted the show canceled.
Okay.
Over this.
It's like you eat eggs.
Yeah, that's what the producer of the main guy of the show, Jon Favreau. That's what his name was. Jon Favreau? Yeah, I think so. He was like
Filoni?
Filoni. It's Filoni. Yeah,
that's baloney.
I think his Twitter name is Phony Baloney.
I was saying you didn't hear that joke, did you?
No.
You're like, it's Filoni. I was like, that's baloney.
He's already ready with his dad jokes. Not even have kids yet.
You turned on Google.
Really?
Yeah, Google said something about Filoni.
Filoni baloney. No, like one of the show canceled, and he was like, eggs, like the stuff you eat for breakfast.
Yeah.
Every day.
Just because they're fertilized.
They weren't fertilized.
That's right, they weren't.
She was taking them to get fertilized.
Yeah, I mean, caviar. Not caviar.
Yeah, caviar.
Yeah, caviar. Unfertilized fish eggs.
Yeah, I know.
Also, I was seeing so many posts that were just like, oh, I'm so sorry that you feel offended by an animated show made by made by people that's a fake character that's eating the eggs of another fake character in a world that doesn't exist in a universe that's never existed. It's like, yeah, exactly. This is fake. I don't look at Attack on Titan and be like, oh my god, they're killing the giants.
In a fake galaxy far, far away. Like it's so stupid. Like, there's no reason to be upset about this. But you know here's what makes me mad. Is the people that complain about it probably don't even watch the show.
Someone just, like, they just saw
it shared from someone, and, like, then they shared it to their Karen group.
Like, something, like, out of context. It's like...
Well, no, like, someone probably shared a clip of that happening, and then, like, Karen was like, oh, my God, let me share it to my Karen group. But they never watched an actual episode of the show. Like,
I told you about the YouTube show.
I mean, the show, like, goes into the fact that he loves eggs. Like, he loves
eating meat.
He loves
like,
eating.
He's carnivorous.
Yeah. Because he's, so are we.
Well, he's strictly carnivorous.
I mean,
he's only eating meat.
Yeah.
In the entire show, he's only eating meat. Yeah. So why are you surprised that...
I mean, he ate that soup.
It was meat soup.
But
it was made from fish.
Well, but the juice is not soup, or not fish.
But it was meat. And it was meat broth with meat. It was more of a porridge if you saw it poured out. It came out like a slushy. It was disgusting to look at. I was like, oh.
I mean, it was probably delicious. Whatever came out and attacked his face, I was like, ooh, I would not want something that...
I saw that. I was like,
if there's something... If someone serves me something that can attack me, please take it back. Because I don't want it.
Not that episode, but the episode after that. No, it was that episode, yeah, because it was frog eggs. Yeah. I hated that episode, not because of that. Spiders.
Oh my god, yeah.
That was I was crawling. My skin was crawling the entire time. I'm like, oh, and then the end part where, like, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I was like, no.
Yeah, that scene.
That was not okay.
That scene was that scene was crazy. It was good though.
My manager was sitting there, like, she was working on the schedule because I watched that episode at like 5:30 in the morning or something like that, and she just looks up and was like, ugh, and I was like, they had to do spiders, didn't they? I was disgusted, but no, like, fun thing about that show too is. So you don't know what the Unreal Engine is, but the Unreal Engine is a gaming engine that's used to do, like, rendering for everything. And it's actually used now in the production.
I've heard of Unreal, but it was never had an engine attached to it. Because Unreal did, Gears of War, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was, like, early
Unreal. I think it was Unreal Technologies before.
Unreal Tech, yeah.
Yeah.
TEK.
Yeah.
I think you're probably right on that. And then Unreal Engine is the actual engine, the gaming engine they use. Well, apparently... Oh, excuse me.
Get it out.
I would say too much Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
I'm burping a little bit.
Yeah.
But,
get it out. You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shut up. I'm going to puke or something. No, I just...
You looked like you were about to.
No, I was just burping. And I was like, all right, come on. And it was just, like, stuck there for a second. But, so, The Mandalorian uses LED screens that is rendering the show on Unreal Engine in real time.
Yeah. Yeah, because they don't use any green screen for it.
No, it's literally a gaming engine that's rendering the background. And I thought that was amazing because they were saying, like, we're using technology to do film that we thought was impossible.
Yeah, they're literally right now filming the future of movies.
Yeah, like they're...
And TV, like, right now.
Because no longer are you spending these millions on props and, like, these things you have to make. No, you have basically a cutscene from a video game behind you going off, and you're just like, all right, this is what we're doing.
That's probably going to take over, like, in any future, like, Avenger movies, like Marvel movies.
Oh, anything that requires... any kind of, like, explosions.
Yeah.
Like, explosions,
because
fire,
I know,
demolition.
well, I've seen the behind the scenes of Marvel, and it's usually all green screen.
Yeah.
So that'll probably take over with that.
Because the green screens aren't nearly as effective as just using an LED.
Yeah,
like just
exactly.
Just a big TV.
Well, because with with the LED, it's kind of more. But I don't want to say interactive, but you can literally have like a moving background.
Yeah.
Rather than I just see stuff in the background that doesn't move or anything.
It's definitely going to help with choppy acting, where like the actors are just like, well, I'm just looking at like this helmet on a stick.
Yeah.
Like, how am I supposed to interact with this? But they're like, no, I see what I'm supposed to see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, they can be immersed into their acting. So
Exactly.
acting is going, like, baseline acting is going to skyrocket because it's going to be a lot better.
Well, and like, okay, so I saw behind the scenes of like Game of Thrones.
Mandalorian has behind the scenes now.
They also have a podcast.
That might be the behind the scenes I'm talking about. It's like basically like director's cut.
I haven't listened to it yet.
It's on
I
Disney
planned
Plus.
on it.
I haven't looked at it either, but I saw that on my way here.
Well,
'cause
I
listened to the Mandalorian.
someone told me
here
about
too.
the podcast in a Discord chat I'm in, and I was like, oh, there's another podcast to listen to. And I think it just like talks about the episodes as they go.
Like the production that went into it and everything.
Yeah, like, or they just like kind of talk about, kind of like when I was talking about the Scrubs podcast.
Yes.
Where
Yeah.
they kind of talk about the episode. I think this is kind of the same thing, but I don't know how the personalities are yet. Like, I haven't listened to it at all. I haven't even like pressed play on anything.
I really love that.
I'm waiting for a really long driving day to just get into it.
I love that the Mandalorian really kind of like went into more the main line of the Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like the main.
It's not like the main storyline of Star Wars.
No,
it's
but
like,
it's
like a side quest of Star Wars.
But had like this is the part that had books written about it.
Yeah.
Like the characters that they're introducing have books of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the Mandalorians have a book about them.
Yeah.
There was an entire series just on Boba Fett.
Is it Baba or Boba? I thought it was Boba. Okay.
Boba Fett.
I thought
like,
so.
I always call him Baba.
I thought it was Boba Fett, and I was like, have I been saying it wrong this whole time?
Yeah, I think there's a book on
Did you know
Jango and Boba.
Is it that first episode of season 2?
Okay, so chapter 9, yeah.
Where he met that one, the sheriff, I guess you could say?
Yeah.
Did you know that was Boba Fett's armor?
Yes.
I didn't know that until like way after I watched it. I was like,
I can't say anything right now. But
because I haven't watched the newer ones yet.
exactly.
Okay.
That's why I'm not going to say anything right now.
Yeah, well, and we don't know if they have either.
Exactly.
But if you haven't seen the first episode of season 2, that's kind of your own fault. So I don't care.
I mean, you say that, but people will complain about.
I don't care.
You're talking about a movie from 20 years ago.
I don't care. Like, that's their problem.
Yeah, exactly. It's just because
This is current events. We talk about current stuff. Yes, granted, I'm not 100% caught up, but I'm a lot closer than episode 1.
I know my friend Michaela. I know it's funny because I'm talking about her and she just sent me a message too because I saw my phone light up and it said Michaela on it. But I know. Put your damn tongue away.
It helps me reach things.
Oh, you're killing me, Smalls.
Sorry, I had to open up another beverage.
Another nice beverage. But no, because she hasn't watched any of the second season because she was like, I don't want to watch until the entire second season is out.
I hate when people do that.
I can understand it because it's something that like maybe like because I binge watched the first season in one day.
I did too. Me and Anley, my oldest, did.
Yeah, so I can understand.
It was like 2 days, but we binge watched it all.
There's been shows where I'm like, I'm gonna wait till the show's over just so I can binge watch the entire
Spoiler:
thing.
I've watched every episode of season 2 without her. Oh. But to be fair, when I started watching the first episode of season 2, she got in the chair next to me, like in the recliner next to me, and then vanished. So it told me she was not interested. So I moved on without her.
I've already restarted the show again just to like. Get,
I should.
I love catching the little things that you're not supposed to notice.
But I think. Oh, sorry. I think what I'm gonna do is wait till the very last episode, like before I watch the very last episode of season 2, then start it over and binge watch all the way till that. That way I can really, really understand everything up until that episode.
Unpopular opinion, I really hate when the show itself ties in the secrets together. Because I love to do it on my own. Because a lot of people don't like to put in too much thought into a TV show.
Some people can't
Put
that together.
Because there's so many things where I'm just like, I wish you wouldn't have told me, because I already knew and I felt good about knowing it on my own. And then they go out and tell me, well, no, I'm not impressed with it. There's so many things where I'm just like,
I just think it's like
because I can predict
a lot of people don't care to try to do that, so they kind of just like let them in on it.
Yeah, I miss the days when like you didn't get let in on that kind of stuff. It's like if you loved the show and you've watched the show like 3 times over, and then you're just like, oh my god, I didn't notice that. But nowadays it's just like, oh hey, like this is just thrown at you. Like now there's no secrets because it's just like, oh, they'll just tell me that later anyways.
I hate to interrupt what you're doing, but I literally had to yawn, and you couldn't see like my mouth, so like as I was, it just looked like I was giving you the death look.
It really, I was like, oh, you said yawn.
Yeah, well, and then I started to emulate my yawn. Okay, well, should we end this? Should we do that? Well, we have.
I'm sick of this.
No, we have plenty of show.
What are we saying at?
What, 33? And we already had...
I think at 11 minutes you said, cut this, no one wants to hear to this. So that means we have another 22, which
Yeah.
put us at almost an hour.
But we can, we can cut
actually.
that little part, and then we can cut what we're doing right now, because obviously this is just filler.
Yeah,
But yeah, we've got a good one. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about stuff, yeah.
We talked. We opened our mouths and let sound out. Yeah, we did that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for. Thank you for being a friend. Why am I singing so much? That's the second time.
It's the second time. It's just been like non-stop, just like reference. not non-stop, but like a lot of music references and just little references here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for being our friend. And yeah. We hope that you share it with your friends and bring as many people in as possible, because we love people. We love people. We love people that love us.
We like money.
We love people that love us.
Yeah.
And we
like people that have money.
Okay, well, we're not gold diggers. I ain't saying she's a gold... I did it again! Okay.
We can't stop.
So, yeah, on that note, we will see you all next week, and, yeah.